Well, after a summer listening tour that wrapped up in June, the Department of Human Services has released the results and says it's now time to act on some of the major shortfalls. Our Anna Saunders joins us live in the studio tonight after speaking with lawmakers and advocates. And Anna, they say this is refreshing to hear.
Well, that's right. The results point to a broken system with communication and resource issues. That's not a surprise to people familiar with the state's child welfare system. But what's encouraging, according to those working in it, is the new administration's willingness to face it and create action steps to fix it. The 58-page document with input from 350 people across the state detailed some of the key issues expressed to new leadership during the summer listening tour. This included a need for consistency, communication, transparency, and inclusion for families and parents, and support and culture change for the workforce. Michael Folio, the legal director of Disability Rights of West Virginia, who advocates for kids and adults in the state system, says new Secretary Alex Mayer gets an A+ for transparency. Now it's wait and see on the action.
It's not going to be a top-down approach. I think he's talking from the ground up because he knows whatever he implements has to work. And the only way it can work is if he has buy-in. And I think he's doing an excellent job of trying to do that.
Mayor testified earlier this week in front of lawmakers that about 600 foster kids are still in out-of-state placements because of the lack of facilities in the state. That was one of the components to a need for expanded mental health and wraparound services.
So I think it's a positive that he acknowledges the issues and no longer attempts to conceal them like the prior Secretary of Human Services did. And that's an initial good first step. You can't fix something if you deny that it exists.
Senator Mark Maynard was one of the lawmakers who attended a listening session. He said what he heard from people and what he sees in the report solidified what he's hearing from constituents constantly, that the system is broken.
So many grandparents that couldn't see their children, or parents that had their children taken away when it wasn't really necessary. And then sometimes I've heard stories of when parents had their kids and they absolutely should not have them.
Maynard says now they can use this report to continue shaping policy.
With this report, now we can really perfect it and spend our time and make a really good bill that will hopefully handle all the issues.
Now, the immediate next steps, according to DoHS, includes forming a stakeholder advisory committee to shape policy and prevention efforts going forward. Live in the studio, Anna Saunders, Eyewitness News.